Hey, Buddy Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report. Final practice just wrapped over at Auerbach Center here, Boston Landing, and Celtics tomorrow morning going to be heading out to Las Vegas for their Summer League schedule. 4 games slated over the next week here, and we kicked around the roster on Tuesday, some of the standout names, and none will be bigger to watch than Sam Hauser, who actually has aspirations of joining the rotation next season. Celtics declined his team option, tore up the deal they signed him to last trade deadline, and signed a new 3-year deal worth $6 million with the first 2 years guaranteed. Sam said today he's going to sign that within the next few days and become part of this team's core for the next couple of years here. Aaron Nesmith out the door in the Malcolm Brogdon trade. So the sharpshooter, the shooting specialist on this roster, who they're now investing in, developing, hoping to make part of their bench eventually here, is Hauser, who is going to be the offensive initiator of the Summer League team in many ways. Their best overall shooter, 43% across his time in Maine last year, where he mostly played on his 2-way deal and then eventually joined the team after the deadline on a full-time deal, where in garbage time and a few spot minutes throughout the tail end of the season, he went 19 for 44 from 3, right around that 43% mark we saw him at in Maine. And this guy, 9 attempts per game in Maine, that's a ton from 3, and shooting at that efficiency. This guy is a truly elite shooter. One who didn't go drafted. He sort of looked back at his journey going undrafted last summer, joined the team quickly on a 2-way deal, and quickly emerging through that Summer League slate. Slow start, missing his first few threes, but heating up in a hurry toward the tail end of that schedule. You might see some remarkable shooting splits from Hauser over the next however many games he ends up appearing in here. But he's also, as he said today, looking to show off other aspects of his game. Ime Udoka, who during the final few games of the regular season looked to integrate Hauser into the lineup, talked about the defensive growth that he's made behind the scenes, and that's going to be really what you want to watch here. Obviously, that came in a team concept that the Celtics aren't quite going to have here, given the scrap-together nature of this roster after the trade last week. But he has improved on that end, and you're going to want to see this deficiency in his game that made him go undrafted despite the shooter he is, and effectively held him out of the rotation last year despite the Celtics needing some shooting at times. Play Hauser was a very popular idea among the fans, but the Celtics never went there because I think they wanted to see him actually make strides on that end and be playable and not be a guy who can be targeted on that end of the floor. We saw it in Summer League last year. Teams went at him, tried to make him move his feet, go outside and in. He's a tall guy at 6'9", one who has some size, but is he able to athletically stay with some of these wings that he's going to have to guard in the NBA? That's going to be the question here. And we're going to see it on display against some elite wings, elite prospects that Celtics are going to face off with, whether on the Milwaukee, Miami, or Golden State rosters here. Golden State especially is just a stacked Summer League roster. So wicked excited to see Hauser. I think a lot of people are. He is officially going to be back with the Celtics on a 3-year deal by the end of the week here, and leading the Celtics Summer League roster with aspirations of breaking through, getting some minutes off the bench. It gets a little bit harder with the additions of Danilo Gallinari and Brogdon to that unit, as well as Derek White, but the Celtics not officially done rounding out their roster here, and they're going to have a chance to see who could be part of that bench when Summer League begins on Saturday. We'll have coverage. We'll be there on the ground in Las Vegas, bringing you the best coverage of Celtics Summer League, whether on Celtics postgame show or with interviews or wherever else we're able to bring you here. It's going to be a fun week, and we're going to be decked out in attire worthy of 110 degrees, which is what we're going to be facing out there. And we're going to keep calm. We're going to, as usual, stay centered, not stress out about the heat, not stress out about the hectic environment out there, all 30 teams going at the same time, multiple games. Sometimes you just got to center yourself in the Calm app. That's what I'm going to be using out there. Stressful week, fun week, but one where you do have to get some rest, sleep, and I use the sleep sound just about every night to get the 5, 6 hours, 7 hours sometimes I need of sleep. Calm app, calm.com/garden. We've told you about a million times. They're a big reason we can go out to Vegas and bring you Summer League coverage. Calm.com/garden. Go over there, get it 40% off. calm.com/garden, sleep sounds, meditation, yoga, and more. Everything to help you center yourself. And of course, an official sponsor of the Garden Report. I'm Bobby Manning from Boston. One last time before we head out to Vegas. This has been the Garden Report.